Okay, hello everybody and welcome to day 2 of Tantra Yoga Winter Flow. So as I said yesterday, we are going to be building, right, on our practice each week. So yesterday was very much about the art of attention and very specifically bringing our attention, our awareness to our breath and experiencing this exchange, right? The inhalation and the exhalation. Today, we're keeping that in the practice, so we're bringing that forward into today, but we're adding a little bit extra. And today's practice is very much going to be about compression, right? Not just compression, the compression and then the expansion or release afterwards. I love to describe this as a beautiful theory in Tantra Yoga, and if you've been in my classes before, you've heard me say this, and it's called Spanda. And Spanda is literally, you can describe it as the primordial heartbeat, okay, that exists in all life. So, for example, it's the kind of great expansion and contraction, right? So we had that with the Big Bang and the world coming into existence. And eventually it'll come back down, right? And we have it when we breathe with our lungs. We have it with the heartbeat, bum, 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 right? We have it with the flower, where you see it like, contracted in, twisted into the bud and expands into life, and then as it passes, contracts again. And when we talk about systems in the body, what this does, and what I want you to really, we're trying to feel, right, and to encourage, is this idea of creating stress in the body, right? Because oftentimes stress gets a bad rep, right? We think that stress is unhealthy and we need to remove it altogether, but actually our body needs a certain amount of stress. And stress is not a problem for our body. Getting stuck in stress is. So in this practice, we essentially, it's kind of like upgrading a system, right? Not just moving from sympathetic to parasympathetic, but actually teaching the body what healthy modulation looks like, because that's what we want. So being able to move from the stress response, from the sympathetic response to the parasympathetic, being able to shift from parasympathetic back to the stress, and at a moment's notice. And so we teach the body how to move fluidly between these two points. So we're going to get straight into the practice. I won't keep talking about it. Good. We're going to get straight in. And what you're going to need is, it's going to be a deep compression practice, as I said, using twists, okay? So please be aware that if you have any problems like with ulcers in your stomach or cysts on your ovaries, that you don't need to go super deep, right? I'll guide you, and you are responsible for your own body, right? Especially in a home practice. What I will say is that it would be nice to have blocks if you have them, and also a towel or a blanket that you can roll up. And you can use anything, right? When it comes to blocks, I always someone will use books, or someone will use just whatever around me. So you don't need all the things to get started. So what I'm going to ask you to do first of all is come to lie down on the ground. And so from here, I'd like you to keep your knees bent. So your knees and feet are going to be hip width distance apart. And you're going to press the back of the head into the mat and then just gently move the shoulders away from the ears. And you can bring your hands onto your hip bones if you'd like to begin there, onto your belly, or else you can bring them by your side, palms facing up. And let's just spend the first minute or two really bringing our attention once more to the breath. And so please begin by inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And in this practice, we want to be nasal breathing as much as possible, right, for you in your practice. And so very, very slowly, please inhale through the nose. And same as yesterday, start to feel the abdomen expanding and opening. So the belly button pregnant with breath. And as you exhale, feel the breath moving out of the body, the belly button falling to the back body. And again, inhaling, expanding the breath down the spine, feeling the abdomen open. And as you exhale again, feel the belly button falling to the back body. And so right now, we're going to add a little bit more. So this abdominal breathing, a little bit more intensity. Inhale, full breath down the spine. So like the breath is moving in the elevator to the base of the body. Feel the abdomen expanding and opening. And now as you exhale, firmly and still gently squeeze the belly button into the back body. So really feel like you're pressing the breath out of the body. Very nice. 2 more times like this. Inhaling. And again, exhaling. Last time. And so as I said, this way of breathing helps to really massage the internal organs. So the viscera, the endocrine system, super healthy for removing excess stress from the body, for starting to get things moving, for flushing out toxins, for creating blood flow, right, through the organs. And so very gently from here now, what I'm going to ask you is to cross your right knee on top of your left, and then very gently start to bring the knees in towards each other. So if this isn't comfortable for you, you can also be like on a letter 4, and you can be wherever feels good, right? So ankle can be right ankle to left knee, and you can interlock your hands around the belly of your left thigh. If it's comfortable to stack right knee on top of the left, please do that, and then interlock your hands around the belly of your left leg. And then very gently now, from here you'll relax the feet. Feel the lower back gently and softly opening into the mat. Chin is towards the chest, shoulders are away from the ears. And chin towards the chest is important, okay? So now please, same thing. Inhale, pull the breath into the base of the body. And now as you exhale, squeeze the belly button and draw the knees gently towards the heart. So nice and slow, nice and easy in this practice. Inhale again, send the breath down the spine. And then again, exhale, squeeze the belly button to back body, draw the knees towards the chest. So squeezing in, squeezing in, squeezing in, really good. Last time like this, inhale, send the breath down the spine. So again, expand and open the belly, the right abdominal wall opening into inner right thigh. And then again, exhale, squeeze the belly button in, feel the knees draw towards the chest, so a nice little compression. Now stay here, shoulders away from the ears, and now we add a little bit more intensity. Draw the toes towards the knees. Inhale, send the breath down the spine. And now as you exhale, squeeze the shins, squeeze the inner thighs, press the tailbone into the ground, squeeze the belly button, knees to chest. Really good, stay there at that depth. Inhale, send the breath down the spine. Exhale, squeeze the shins, squeeze the inner thighs, press the tailbone, squeeze the navel, hold the knees in, nice and strong, nice and strong. Last time like this, inhale, send the breath down the spine. Exhale, squeeze the shins, squeeze the thighs, press the tailbone, squeeze the navel, knees to chest. Feel that little heat in the body. And now very gently, very slowly, sole the left foot on the ground. Really good. Keep that knee crossed if you can. Otherwise, you keep it stacked like a letter 4. From here, press the left foot into the mat, shift the hips towards the right side of your mat, and then from here, slowly drop the knees towards the left side of your body, right, or over the left side of your mat. Take your left hand on your right knee if that feels good for you. Press the back of the head into the mat and really start to open. So really move that left shoulder out from underneath you so you can feel the collarbone start to open across the floor. Right hand can be outstretched and your head can be looking up at the ceiling or looking over the right shoulder, okay? If the bind on the legs is too much for you, please know that you can unwrap them and just bring both knees over to one side, right? So one knee stacked on top of the other. And if that's really uncomfortable, lengthen the left leg out in front of you and just right knee on top, right? So always never pushing the body, right? I always say this, like, you never want to abuse the body. It's about going in slowly with the breath. So again, coming back to the breath now, please inhale, send the breath down the spine. And now as you exhale, squeeze the belly button into back body and start to feel the compression. Add a little twist here by pulling belly button to back right side of the rib cage, and you can feel the right shoulder becoming heavy, sinking towards the ground. Stay there, inhale, send the breath down the spine, and really feel abdomen, waist, and lower back expanding with the breath. Exhale, pull the belly button to the back right side of the rib cage. Feel that little twist, deep in here, deep in here, deep in here. Really good, that nice compression. Again, inhale, send the breath down the spine. Again, nice big expanding breath. And then exhale, squeeze the belly button back, right side of the rib cage, and feel the twist here. Really nice. Take 2 more breaths like this. And so every single breath, the twist or the breath brings you deeper into the pose. And so you're never not doing something. Really good. Take your last breath now. Nice big abdominal breathing. And then very slowly, come back to center, shift the hips back to center, unwrap the legs, pause here. So doing absolutely nothing, hands can be on your hip bones. Inhale, send the breath down the spine, feel the breath expanding and opening. And just notice if you start to feel this flushing sensation, especially around the right hip, around the right abdominal wall. Inhale and send the breath down the spine. So start to tune your awareness towards the subtle ways energy begins to move. Maybe you notice a coolness in the body, or a heat, a tingling, or a little like electricity, right? So all the ways that your body talks to you. 1 more breath like this. Inhale, breathing down the spine. And then exhale, squeeze the belly button, feel the breath moving towards the crown of the head. Very nice. From here we go to the other side. So left knee stacking on top of the right. Otherwise you're in the letter 4, left ankle on the right knee. Then from here, draw the knees towards the chest, interlock the hand around the belly of the right thigh, and we have soft feet to begin with, okay? So shoulders again, pressing away from the ears, chin is always towards the chest here, back of the neck is long, soft feet. 3 breaths please. Inhale, send the breath down the spine and really feel left abdominal wall expanding and opening into inner left thigh. And now as you exhale, squeeze the belly button, draw the knees in deeper, 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 deeper. Really good. Inhale, stay at that depth. Send the breath down the spine. And then again, exhale, squeeze the belly button, draw the knees in deeper, deeper, deeper. So again, every single breath takes us into the pose that little bit deeper, but we journey with our breath. 1 last time, inhaling. And then again, exhaling. You might already start to feel the cheeks become a little bit flush, a little bit hot. Now again, pull the toes back towards the knees. So again, a little bit of tension in the legs, okay? Inhale, send the breath down the spine. Keep pressing the tailbone down into the ground, down into the ground. If you've ever been to orgasm online, you know why. And then inhale, exhale, squeeze the shins, squeeze the thighs, press the tailbone, squeeze the navel, draw the knees towards the chest. Pull, pull, pull. Really good. Inhale, send the breath down the spine. Exhale, squeeze the shins, squeeze the thighs, press the tailbone, squeeze the navel, draw the knees in. Really good. 1 last time. Feel the little heat there, a little ball of fire. And exhale, squeeze the shins, squeeze the inner thighs, press the navel, knees to chest. Inhale. There we go. Very slowly, 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 slowly. Sole that right foot on the ground, shift the hips towards the left, and again, same thing. Start to come into that little twist. So again, notice what feels good for your body. One side is never really the same as the other, right? Little trick, press the back of the head into the mat and really move that right shoulder blade out from underneath you so you feel the collarbones opening, left shoulder opening onto the ground. Open your hand out and you can either look over that left shoulder or at the ceiling. Again, going in nice and slow. You never squeeze the body too much in the beginning. The breath always takes you in. Inhale, send the breath down the spine. Again, feel the belly button, waist and lower back expanding and opening with the breath. And then exhale, pull the belly button to the back, left side of the rib cage. Feel the twist take you deeper. Again, inhaling, expanding the breath down the spine. And then again, exhale, pull the belly button to the back, left side of the rib cage. Again, feel the breath twisting, take you deeper. Really good. 2 more times. Inhale, nice full strong breath, expanding and opening through the body. And then again, exhale, squeeze the belly button, go deeper. Beautiful. Last time. Very slowly, enjoy the release. Slowly, slowly come back to center, shift the hips, unravel the legs, hands on the hip bones or on the navel, 3 breaths. Super important after the twist that you allow space for the release to happen and to experience the sensations that are here for you. Yeah? And exhale, squeeze the belly button, feel the breath moving towards the crown of the head. Really nice. 2 more breaths like this. Inhale, flush the body with breath. And so each breath is beginning to cleanse, clean the body from the inside out. Exhale, squeeze the belly button, feel the breath moving towards the crown of the head. Beautiful. Last time like this. Inhale, expanding the breath down to the base of the body. And then again, exhale, squeeze the belly button, draw the breath towards the crown of the head. Beautiful. From here, please, you're going to bring your hands by your side, and we're just going to do this 5 times. I'm going to add a breath count, or not 5 times, we're going to add a breath count in, and also a little hold, okay? For those of you who are pregnant, please don't do the hold, okay? Just continue the movement. From here, please, inhale now, lift the hips, draw the hands up overhead. And then exhale, hands down, hips down, and squeeze the belly button. So this moving bridge pose. Do this 2 more times just to get the sensation of it. Hips and feet, or feet and knees hip width distance apart. Inhale, curl the tailbone slightly, lift the hip bones, lift the hands, feel the breath moving down the spine. So full breath in. And then exhale, please, hips down, hands down, squeeze the belly button. Really, really nice. Beautiful. Last time like this, hips up, hands up. Slowly pull the breath into the body. And then exhale, hips down, hands down, squeezing in, squeezing in, squeezing in. Really good. We're adding a breath count, 4 and 4. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Keep the breath going the whole way. 2, 1. Exhale, 4. Squeeze the belly button. Really good. 2, 1. Last time. Inhale, 8, 7. Slow the breath down. Pull it through the entire body. Keep the movement of the breath happening through the whole inhalation. Really good. Exhale, 4, 3, 2. We're doing the same thing again. 8 and 4. 2 more times. We hold the breath top of inhalation. Inhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4. Hold the breath. Body full of breath. Exhale, release the breath. Squeezing down, squeezing down, squeezing down. Really good. Same again. Inhale, 8. Slow the breath down. Hold 4. Body full of breath. Chin to chest. Exhale, release. Really good. Last time on your own. Inhale, 8. Hold 4. Power in the body. Exhale, 4. Really good. Stay here 3 breaths. Inhale, flood the body with breath. And notice here, how do you feel? Exhale to squeeze the belly button, feel the breath moving towards the crown of the head. And maybe notice if there is a lightening happening in the mind. The mind that may have been foggy becoming clear. That may have been erratic becoming calm. That may have been sleepy becoming awake. Really good. One last breath like this, inhaling. Really nice. And then exhale, please. Very slowly now, soles of the feet to the ceiling, hands to the ceiling, and then rock yourself up. From here, please come to tabletop and just take 3 breaths. So very beautifully, press the hands into the ground, tops of the feet press into the ground, chin is to the chest, back of the neck is long, so again, no decapitation, right? Again, open the collarbones, and as you inhale, stay nice and still. Feel the breath moving down the spine. So just feel this little clarity here in the body. And then again, exhale, squeeze the belly button, feel the belly button moving to the back of the body. Really good. Inhale, send the breath down the spine. And then again, exhale, squeeze the belly button into the back body. And so I mostly speak to the women who are pregnant here, right, who are joining the class. And I always say to them, so just in case that you haven't reached out to me, right, that when we say pull the belly button into the back body, you're avoiding that, right? Or at least not doing it so heavy, and maybe it's a little bit obvious, right, to say that, but just in case it isn't. Please take 2 more breaths like this. Inhale, sending the breath down the spine. And then again, exhale, squeeze the belly button in. Really nice. Inhale, send the breath down the spine. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling super hot now. And then exhale, squeezing in. From here now, I'm going to ask you to bring your knees together. Bring the left knee behind the right knee, and then you're going to open the heels up nice and wide. And so you're sitting back to as far as feels comfortable for you. Please inhale across the chest, feel the breath move down the spine. And then as you exhale, sit the bum back between the heels. Feel the right abdominal wall pressing against the inner right thigh. Inhaling again, coming back to tabletop, feel the breath expanding and opening. And then again, exhale, sink the hips back in between the heels, squeezing the belly button, feeling that nice little compression here. Inhaling, expanding and opening the breath across the body. And then again, exhale, sink the hips back towards the heels, squeeze the belly button in. Very nice. 2 more times like this. Inhale, full breath. And then again, exhaling. Nice and strong with the breath. And so again, that compression, that expansion. Inhaling, coming into tabletop, uncross the legs. Exhaling, sink the hips back towards the heels. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale, chest to the mat, look forward, feel the slide in the body. Inhaling into cobra. So from here, press the tops of the feet into the mat, pubic bone pressing down. Hands now are lifting off the mat, elbows squeezing into the side body, chin towards the chest, and you're surfing the pose here. So now as you inhale, please start to feel the abdomen pressing down into the mat, so almost expanding and opening the breath into the earth. And as you exhale, squeeze the belly button into the back body nice and strong here. Again, you're just surfing the pose. Inhaling. And then again, exhale, so squeezing in. So you've got that nice little compression in the body. One more time, inhaling. And now exhaling. From here, we're gonna add a little bit more power. Inhale, expand the breath through the body. Press through the tops of the feet. Exhale, squeeze the navel and lift the chest up nice a little bit higher. Inhaling, expanding and opening the breath through the body. Exhale, press through the feet, squeeze the navel and lift the chest out a little bit higher. So again, full power last time. Inhaling. Exhale, squeeze and lift, squeeze and lift, squeeze and lift. Really good. Slowly lower, really good. Good morning. Whatever time of the day you do is that, right? Inhale, press through tabletop. Exhale, sink the hips back towards the heels. Really good. From here, come to tabletop again. Bring your knees together, and this time left knee behind the right knee. No, the other way. Right knee behind the left knee and opening the heels out, okay? Now again, same thing. Inhale across the chest, feel the breath moving down the spine. And then as you exhale, sink the hips back towards the heels. Feel left abdominal wall pressing to inner left thigh. Inhale again, expanding and opening. So you want to feel this nice little compression here. Exhaling, and you just sit back to as far as comfortable for you. Inhaling, expanding and opening the breath. So again, feel the expansion after that contraction. Exhaling 2 more times. feel that tiny little heat bubbling in the body. Come to tabletop, please. Same thing again. From here, inhale, or exhale, sink hips back to heels. Inhale to tabletop, exhale, chest to the mat, look forward, and then inhale coming into table, or into cobra. Now from here, press the pubic bone down to the mat, lift the chest, lift the hands off the mat, squeeze the elbows into the side body, and we're going to go a little bit deeper. Are you ready? You're going to hate me. Lift the feet off the mat. Very nice. So I want you to feel the surfing the pose again, feeling like you're resting on the navel. Now again, chin towards chest, surf the pose 3 breaths. Inhale, expand and open the breath through the abdomen. Really nice. And then again, exhaling, squeeze the belly button in, and you want to feel elbows are squeezing into the side body. There's this nice little contraction in the middle of the body, right? This is where we get our power from. Inhaling, really nice, expand and open the breath. And then exhale, really squeeze the navel, really good. One last time, I hope you feel this power. Inhaling. And then again, exhaling. Are you ready? You've got 3 more breaths here, but a little more. Inhale, expand and open the breath through the body. Exhale, lift the thighs, lift the chest, squeeze the navel. Really good. Inhale, expand and open the breath through the body. Don't give up. Exhale, lift the thighs, lift the chest, squeeze the navel. Really good. Last time, inhaling, open the breath through the body, feel the expansion. And exhale, squeeze and lift, squeeze and lift, squeeze and lift. Really good. Slowly lower, slowly lower, slowly lower. Inhale through tabletop. Exhale, sink the hips back to the heels. How are you doing? Focus with the breath. Inhale, send the breath through the body. Feel the breath flushing through the spine. And exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Squeeze the navel, chin to chest. Really good. This is the movement. Inhale, knees to the earth. Exhale, sink hips back to heels. Squeezing in, squeezing in, squeezing in. Really good. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Beautiful. One last time. Inhale, knees to the mat. Exhale, sink hips to heels. Now I'm going to ask you to pause the breath in between. Inhale, feel the breath expand and open. Hold the breath, pause. Body contained. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Hold the breath, pause. Empty the mind. Inhale, knees to the mat, feel the breath full. Hold the breath, pause. Mind in the heart. Exhale, sink hips back to heels. Hold the breath, pause. Really nice. One last time. Inhale. Hold. Tuck the toes. Exhale. Hold. Feel power in the emptiness. Stillness in the emptiness. Inhale, knees to mat. Hold. Feel power in the fullness, stillness in the fullness. Exhale. Hold. Feel power in the emptiness, stillness in the emptiness. Last time. Hold. Power in the fullness, stillness in the fullness. Really good. Tuck the toes. Very good. Breathing as normal now. Inhale, expand and open the breath through the body. Bend the knees here if you need to. And then again, exhale, squeeze the belly button in. Notice how there may be a calmness in the way that you move into this pose. One last time like this. Inhaling, please. And exhaling. From here, please step that right foot between the hands. And then very beautifully now, stay here on the top of those left toes, right? Now this is where you're gonna look like you're running forward. So bring that left heel over the toes, like you're gonna sprint forward, boom. And now I want you to lift the hips up that little bit. Pull the right hip back, left hip forward, and now really strongly squeeze the shins and squeeze the inner thighs together as much as you can. From here, you're gonna hover the hands, so fingertips are hovering off the floor. We're gonna work it a little bit, right? 3 breaths. Keep squeezing inner thighs together as much as you can. Inhale, don't cheat, right? This is where you're gonna let go of me. Exhale, squeeze the shins, squeeze the thighs, squeeze the navel. Really good. One more time like this. Inhaling. Exhale, squeeze the shins, squeeze the thighs, squeeze the navel. Keep power in the legs. Now inhale, lift up, rise up, all the way up. Exhale, hands together, prayer position of the heart. Take a little twist. Left elbow on the outside of that right knee. From here, please, palms of the hands are going to be together. Elbows are opening nice and wide, so you got that space across the collarbones. Keep moving that left heel forward over the toes. Lift the hips up, and then really work to pull. Right hip back, left hip forward. Squeeze the inner thighs together, and I want you to feel you're going to go deeper on the twist with every breath. Inhaling, send the breath open through the chest. And now exhale, squeeze the belly button to the back body and feel the twisting here, opening over that right shoulder, really nice. Inhaling, expanding and opening the breath through the body, so you work a little bit here, yes? Exhaling, inner thighs squeeze together, navel squeezes, keep looking over that right shoulder. Beautiful, one last time like this, inhaling please. And again, exhale, squeeze and go deeper, go deeper. Now listen carefully, inhale, you're gonna lift up, hands up all the way up, lean forward. Are you ready for this? We're going straight to Garudasana, everybody. Okay. From here, bend into that right knee, so really root the right big toe onto the ground, and then lift, left foot up and hook the left foot over the right. From here, right hand like the letter L, left hand scoops up and under. Now what I would love you to do is you're going to start to press the elbows into the chest as much as you can. So instead of lifting up, press them down into the chest. Now like someone is rolling those shoulders back and open, you're going to open the collarbones and feel that little tension here. Now lift the chest, lift the heart into the elbows as much as you can. So the lifting and rising up, really good. If you need to, you can place that left big toe on the ground and still keep nice and bent. And you're going to take a couple of breaths here. Inhaling, in the knees I mean. And then exhale, squeezing the belly button. Really good. I want you to stay here for 4 more breaths. As you inhale, open across the chest. Feel the heart lifting towards the elbows. Now, please notice that you might start to feel a little bit like panicky, right? Sometimes that can happen because we're pressing this really beautiful point here in the center of our chest. Lots of energy there, right? To unleash. If you experience anxiety or a little bit of stress, right? This is really, really nice to do that. Think of this as like a beautiful hug, a beautiful massage. So regardless of what you're feeling or what's happening emotionally or mentally, keep a steadiness, a gentleness on the breath, and then you'll be grand. Inhaling here, expand and open, and just feel the heart thumping. And then again, exhale, beautiful. One last breath here, nice and calm. And now please, very slowly, and with a kind of a beauty, right? Inhale, so again like you're a flower, opening and furling. Unwrap the legs, feet on the ground. Inhaling, hands up, and please do this slowly and with attention. Hands up overhead, look up, exhale, hands together, prayer position for heart. Inhaling here across the chest. Exhale, hands by your side, palms forward, eyes of the elbows forward. Please take 3 breaths. Inhale, expand and open the breath through the body. And again, maybe you notice the heart pounding. And again, exhale, feel that little squeeze, that compression. As the breath is squeezed out of you, there's a movement from the outside in. As you inhale, the breath expands from the inside out. That expansion, and then again, as you exhale, feeling that squeeze, that movement from the outside in. Beautiful, last time like this. Inhaling, every breath a massage. And exhaling. Really nice. From here, please, 5 breaths. Inhale, breathe down the spine. So here you're flushing the breath through the body. Feel the breath moving to the base of your body. And now as you exhale, squeeze the belly button and feel the breath moving to the crown of your head. And just notice what begins to happen in the body. Inhale, breathe down the spine, like this calmness takes over. And again, exhale, squeeze the belly button, feel the breath moving to the crown of your head. Close your eyes or else fix your gaze on a point on the floor in front of you. 3 more times. Inhale, follow the breath down the spine. And again, exhale, squeeze the belly button, feel the breath moving to the crown of your head. Really good. One last time like this, please. Inhale, breathe down. And now exhale, breathe the crown, bottom of the exhalation, hold the breath, pause. Body empty of breath. Inhale, flood the body with breath. Feel the breath moving down the spine. Same again. Exhale, squeeze the belly button, feel the breath moving to the crown of the head. Hold the breath, pause. No breath in or out of the body empty of breath. Inhaling, breathing down, powerfully resetting the mind. Exhale, squeeze the belly button, feel the breath moving to the crown of the head. Hold the breath, pause. Feel the stillness at the center of your being, even as life continues to move around you. One last time, feel that. A return to your center. Hold the breath, pause. Beautiful. Now with that, and moving from that space, inhale, hands up overhead. Exhaling, straight spine, folding forward. Really good. Step that right foot back from here. Now, even with all that activity that we had before, notice, can you stay moving from that space, and if you experience a difference in the way that you kind of approach the asanas here. So again, sprinting forward, still power, but the calmness and the power. Now lift the hips that little bit, and again, fingertips hovering off the mat. Squeeze the shins, the inner thighs together. Inhaling, send the breath down the spine, so open the breath through the body. Exhale, squeeze the shins, squeeze the thighs, and squeeze the navel. Really good. 2 more times. Inhaling, so work a little bit here for me. And exhale, squeeze shins, squeeze thighs, squeeze the navel. Really good. Last time. And again, exhale, squeezing in, squeezing in, squeezing in. Beautiful. Inhale, hands up overhead. Exhale, hands together in prayer. Take the twist. Right elbow on the outside of that left knee. Again, from here, keep lifting the hips up that little bit higher. Squeeze the inner thighs together as much as you can. Notice if the elbows are collapsed, and see, can you open the elbows, press the palms together, and lift the ear away from that shoulder, shoulder away from the knee, so that you're really lifting up out of the front of the body. Now again, 3 breaths. Every breath takes you deeper in the twist. Inhale, expand the breath across the chest. Really nice. And then as you exhale, feel the navel moving to the back, left side of the rib cage, the twisting, opening, opening. Keep moving. Right hip back, or sorry, right hip forward, left hip back, right? And so feel the tension there. Really good. Inhale, expand and open. And then again, exhale, squeezing in, squeezing in. So work here. Really good. One last time. Inhaling. And then again, exhale. Squeeze and twist. Beautiful. Very slowly, you know where you're going. Garudasana. Really nice. Slowly, slowly. With power, with steadiness. Inhaling, hands up, step up to the top of the mat. Lift that right knee up towards chest, and then from here, wrap right leg around the left. Again, right big toe can be on the ground here, so not necessary to balance, okay? But bend the knees, and again, notice if you're sticking your bum out here, and see, can you pull pubic bone towards navel, so strong in the core. Same as chair pose that we did yesterday. Now same thing here, left hand like the letter L, right hand scoops up and under, and then again, press the elbows down into the chest, open the heart towards the elbows, and then open the collarbones. Stay here for at least 7 breaths. And again, as you press this beautiful point, it's a marma point, right, on the body. Marma points are like, you might know it more like acupressure points, right, in Chinese medicine. So they're the same thing, but in the Tantric yoga tradition. And so as we press down, you might start to feel an activation. You might start to feel all the like fluttery things that happen, or even a panic. And can you keep the breath still, the breath gentle, the breath nurturing? Really good. Take a couple of more slow breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling nice and slow. And exhaling, really good. That little squeeze of the navel. Inhaling. So beautiful. Each of the poses are said to have a very specific antidote, right, to something. And Garudasana is said to be the antidote to remove addictions. So it's difficult, right, to feel this compression, to feel that sense of being tied up, right? Feeling like you're locked into something or something is grasping you. And here can you just change your mind for the last 2 breaths. And instead of feeling that kind of fear of being bound, can you instead shift yourself to feeling that you're being held? And as you inhale, feel the breath expanding and opening against that sense of being held, being supported. And as you exhale, really squeeze into the center of that sensation. One last time, inhaling that expansion against the sense of being held, and then exhale, squeeze into the center of that sensation. Now with awareness, like a flower opening. Inhale again, expanding up, feet on the ground, hands up overhead, full breath in, really nice. And then exhale, hands together, prayer position at the heart. Take a breath here, so everything is nice and slow. And then exhale, hands by your side, palms facing forward, eyes to the elbows forward. Inhaling now, expand and open the breath in the body. And so again, feel this, right? So important after the release to take time to be there and to feel everything that it is you're feeling. Exhale, squeezing the belly button into the center of the body, the breath leaving you. Inhale again, expanding and opening that expansion. And again, exhale, squeeze the belly button. Feel the breath moving from the inside out. Right? Inhaling, the breath expanding from the inside out. And as you exhale, the body moving from the outside in. Really nice. Now 5 breaths. Inhale, breathe down the spine. And again, observe how the body, how the mind shifts, how the emotions shift. And as you exhale, squeeze the belly button, feel the breath moving towards the crown of the head. So there is this flushing of breath of energy through the spine. Exhale down the spine, feel the body flushing with breath, feel that expansion. And then again, exhale, squeeze the belly button, the breath moving out of the body. Beautiful. 2 more times like this. Inhaling, breathing down the spine. And so again, we talk about this idea of moving from, right, the stress response, okay, this healthy modulation between stress, right, that feels a little bit, fight or fight, and then the rest, okay, restore. And then from here, please, we add that pause at the bottom of our exhalation. Please inhale all the way down the body full of breath. Exhale, squeeze the belly button, feel the breath moving towards the crown of your head. Hold the breath, pause. Body empty of breath. Inhale, breathe down the spine. Exhale, breathing to the crown of your head. Hold the breath, pause. Mind empty. Inhaling, breathing down the spine. Exhaling to the crown of the head. Hold the breath, pause. Feel the stillness at the center of your being. And feel yourself held there, even as life continues to move around you. 2 more times, experience that, sit in that. Inhaling, flood the body with breath. Exhale. Pause. Inhale. And it should feel like you might want to stay in that pause a little bit longer. Exhale. Pause. Whenever you're ready, inhale and exhale just 3 times and notice how you feel. Notice is there a stillness in you. Notice if the opposite is present also, right? Every experience is valid here. Sometimes you do this and you go into a meditative state almost straight away. Sometimes you're itching to get out of it. You're hoping the practice will end, right? And so again, this is just about becoming aware of what's alive for you right now so that you might give yourself what you need. Take one more breath here, please. And then very beautifully, and with no fancy moves here, right? I'd like you to move now onto the ground, coming into Paschimottanasana, one of my favorite poses, right? And so from here, you're gonna keep the legs out straight in front of you, okay? So seated forward fold. And you may need a strap, right? Or a shirt or something to wrap around your toes if you wanted, or to wrap around the balls of your feet. Otherwise, from here, you're gonna lean slightly forward and hold on to either the sides of the legs, the ankles, or if you can, the sides of the feet. And it might take you a little bit of time to get to the sides of the feet, right? See, can you keep the lower back straight, and so that there is a straightness in the chest, and your chin is going to come in. And we're just going to stay here. So whatever position is good for you. So try to avoid the rounding of the back. It's not the intention right now. I'd like you to feel the base of the body, so in connection with the earth. And close your eyes now. Elbows are straight, chest is open, forward, shoulders are back, chin slightly in, tilted down. Inhale, please send the breath into the base of the body. And I'd like you to feel the pelvic floor opening and expanding into the ground. And now as you exhale, squeeze the belly button and feel the pelvic floor lifting away from the earth. So there's this tiny little, like a compression here in the base of the body. Super beautiful for grounding. Inhale, please send the breath down to the base of the body. And then again, exhale. Feel the pelvic floor lift away from the earth, the belly button squeezing in. And if you can't feel this right now, that's okay. This takes time to cultivate this kind of awareness. Okay, so be easy, go gentle on yourself. Inhaling. And instead of attacking this kind of with the need, right, to be feeling everything that I'm describing, instead open yourself to a curiosity, okay? And let that curiosity guide you as you exhale. Feel the pelvic floor lifting away from the ground, belly button squeezing into this nice little squeeze. And I want you to stay here for a couple of more breaths. Close your eyes in silence and just feel that expansion and contraction in the base of the body. Every time your mind moves away from the base of your body, gently bring it back there. So anchor the mind in the base of the body now. Spine is straight. Inhaling. Start to notice if the mind that may have been wandering becomes even a little bit more solid, grounded, still. And again, observe if the opposite is true for you, that can also be here, right? There's oftentimes the opposite of this is the need to flee, right? This is where you like run to the bathroom or press pause, right? Or say you're finished now, right? And so try to stay with me here for just another 5 breaths. And even doing this if you have difficulty sleeping, right, at night time. Even doing this for a couple of breaths, a couple of minutes is super powerful for grounding and settling the body. Really feel that nice little compression, that contraction around the base of the body. Inhale, expanding down, down, opening the pelvic floor. And then again, exhaling, squeezing in, a gentle squeeze. Beautiful. Please, 2 more times. Now very slowly keep your eyes closed and come out of the pose. Bring your hands by your hips, root the heels of the hands down into the ground. And if that's not comfortable, lean the hands slightly back and just lean into the hands here. But I'd like you to stay sitting, and please just take 5 breaths up and down the body. Inhaling, breathing down the spine. And exhale, gently squeeze the navel, feel the breath moving to the crown of your head. And please observe again emotions, mental activity, how the body feels. Everything is welcome. Nothing is wrong or right. And maybe observe where, as before it wasn't something you noticed, you now begin to experience the hardness of the floor beneath you. Beginning to feel the texture of your mat or the floor, the heat or the coolness. And maybe you even begin to sense this depth and inner strength and expansion of the center of yourself. And then please now, with that awareness, with that sensation, please bend the knees and start to come down onto the ground. Very nice. Keep the knees bent here, especially if the lower back feels a little bit tender and like it needs a little bit of extra love. Try to avoid windshield wipering the legs, okay, or avoid pulling the knees in towards you. And just stay here, knees and feet hip-width distance apart, back of the head into the mat, shoulders away from the ears, and really just trust that the body knows how to stabilize the body. It knows how to bring itself back into balance. And right now, all you do is focus on your breath. So please, as you inhale, feel the breath moving down your spine, opening into the base of the body. Feel the sacrum expanding with the breath. And then as you exhale, feel the body falling. Again, inhale, the breath expands and opens through the body. And then exhale, please feel the body fall. Please do this 2 more times. And then very slowly, in your own time, please lengthen the legs down the mat away from you. Press the back of the head into the earth, shoulders away from the ears. And you can either keep your hands on your belly if you like that, or you can bring your hands by your side, palms facing up. And then from here, just spending a couple of moments, a couple of minutes in Shavasana, final rest pose. And again, reminding you, this is for people switch off, right? And they go, right, done now, yoga practice. This, and especially this week, is the most important part of the practice. Allow the energy that we've been moving and working with to start to settle in exactly the places that it needs to in you. What's powerful about this practice is it simultaneously works with the environment, right? So whether you practice this in the morning or the evening, these energies mix with the qualities of the time of day you practice. So in the morning time, there's this lightness, almost like a fluffiness, right? A clarity that gives you energy for the rest of the day. In the evening time, there is that sense of winding down, and so allows you to start to move into that space of relaxation and gentleness. So allow for this to take place. And so please bring your awareness to your breath, and as you inhale, please feel the breath, the body rising and lifting. And as you exhale, please feel the body falling. Inhaling to feel the body rising and lifting. And exhaling, feel the body fall. Start to feel the whole body beginning to relax from down up. As you feel the soles of your feet becoming quiet. Feeling the palms of your hands quiet. Feeling the tongue quiet. The mouth spacious. And the eyes behind the eyelids soft. Please feel the body whole. And please feel the whole body deeply relaxed. Every time the mind wanders away from where you are right now, gently bring it back to the breath. And allow yourself this moment out of your whole day to do nothing. The whole body deeply relaxed. If you have more time to spare here, then I would invite you to continue to rest here for another 5 more minutes. And if you are following along with me, then please very gently start to invite the breath into the body once more. And as you inhale, to feel the body rising and lifting. And as you inhale that little bit deeper, to feel the body rising and lifting that little bit more. And gently starting to bring life into the body. And if you can, keep your eyes closed, your attention withdrawn here, your attention inward, this golden moment of practice. And in your own time, and I really mean in your own time, make your journey to a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you. And then please very gently, sitting in a comfortable seat, if your eyes open, gently close them again, and just experience what it is like to be present in your body now. And to maybe experience that stillness, that state of beingness, right? That exists always under everything that it is that you carry. And so teaching the body how to move between and fluidly and skillfully, right? Moving between states of activity and being passive and passivity and activity again. And in this practice, it's really about, the skillful use of energy and feeling that when we do this, we access, right, more, we access resources to have more energy when we're not being pulled out of, right? When we're not feeling low, lethargic, heavy, right? That feeling of depressed, right? And when we're not in a state of hyperactivity, a scattiness, an inability to relax. And so here, teaching the body how to healthily move and flow between these states. And so feeling the results of that right now. And please bring your hands to prayer position at your heart, Anjali Mudra. And so that cultivation and harnessing of all these resources today. And then the last thing we always do, please bring your attention from your heart to the corners of your lips. This is the most important part of your practice, right? And please bring your attention from the heart to the corners of your lips. And please pick the corners of the lips. Up. Corners of the lips. Up. And feeling that lightness and that brightness opening from the inside out. This is where you remember to take pleasure in the time that you took for yourself, right? To take pleasure in the gift of your practice. And it helps you, when you have the days where you're struggling and when it's difficult, it helps you to return to your mat, right? And to feel the joy of doing something that is just yours. And so thanking yourself deeply, 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 and thanking you. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you tomorrow for day 3. Much love, everybody.